Hello you guys, it's me again coming at you. I have another video to do later on, but right now I wanted to cook dinner. It's around 5:48 and I wanted to go ahead and show you guys how I'm going to make this great low carb dinner. And you can eat this for lunch or dinner, it's up to you. So, look at this sunburn, you guys. You see, like, my top of my arm is one color and the bottom is another color. That's crazy. Anyway, alright, so what we're going to fix is we're going to fix some crab cakes. We're going to fix a salad that has a little bit of shredded cheese, a little bit of bacon bits, and we're going to fix some deviled eggs with that. Yes, this is a low carb dinner that's great for any occasion, just simply because you want to. And I'm using lump crab meat. And you're just going to simply I always keep these in the house. I have literally I bought I think 7 or 8 of them. Oh God, some little young boy singing. Anyway, if he not Trey, I'm not interested. Anyway, yeah, you want to dump this into a bowl, a big bowl, and you're going to add a couple of things to this. Okay, I keep these, wash them out really, really good. It's great to have so that you can put like certain quick foods that are carb friendly in here, and you don't have to worry. Like for instance, when I want my broccoli, I just put it in here. Then I already have my snack already ready. So this is just being resourceful, using things that you already have in your home, and just using them for a different reason. As far as seasonings, you're just simply going to need a little bit of black pepper, and also some Old Bay. So let me get the Old Bay. Oh, I love me some tank though. I don't know if y'all can see it. Sure do love me some tank. Tank could get it. Alright, you guys, so you're going to need the pure ground pepper, you're going to need Old Bay, and you're going to need full fat mayonnaise. As for me, I'm using Kraft, but you can use any kind of mayo. Do not get fat free. You need the full fat mayo. Okay? So you're just simply going to mix this all together. As far as the amount of mayo, I really don't measure, but you want it basically a little bit drier than you would do tuna fish. Alright? So we're going to do that. And another trick I use is I include 1 package of tuna. Now I do this so that you can stretch the crab meat and nobody knows the difference. Trust me, you guys. When I say you won't be able to tell the difference, you will not be able to tell the difference. I think it's because of the seasoning and all that. You really can't tell the difference, but it actually gives you an extra few crab cakes. So this is for those that want to do some meals on a budget, because a lot of people, like I said, complain about Atkins being a more expensive diet or being too expensive for them. It's not. If you're smart with what you do, just like anything else, it's not expensive. Just like people say, oh, it's too expensive to buy makeup. But I don't use nothing but cheap makeup, and I'm on my A game every day. So, you know, I think it's a way that you do things. So, and the lump crab meat, I got it on sale. I got it from ShopRite. It was on sale for $9.99 or $8.99. But that's great for a lump. Regularly it's $19.99. So what I'm doing just simply is just stirring it all together and working this tuna in the dish with the crab meat. Okay? And you want to fold it. You don't want to mince it. Okay? So you want to fold it because you still want to maintain some of those lumps. So you want to simply fold it. Also, the great thing about lump is it has no shells whatsoever. I mean, none. So And this is great because you can fix this and then have dinner for today and also breakfast or lunch for tomorrow. You can also put a little bit aside and put it inside of an omelet, an egg omelet. So you have a really, expensive omelet if you like. So I'm going to use some Old Bay. And you want a good amount of Old Bay, you guys. That should be enough right there. Yes, please. The pure brown black pepper. You don't have to use a whole pile of it because pure brown pepper, of course, has a more peppery taste, if that's such a word, than your average. As far as mayo, I'm using a couple of these, simply using my little butter knife. This is how it looks. Thank you, baby. Thank you. And then I'm just simply folding that seasoning and mayo. And then I'm going to create cakes. And you could do these at any size, or you can do crab balls. That's up to you. Some people like crab balls because then you can just dip them in a little spicy brown mustard, which has no carbs. That's up to you. I'm going to be doing little bite-sized little cakes. Basically tricking myself with thinking that I have a whole bunch more. You have to learn how to trick yourself, you guys, especially if you're the type of person that are so used to eating in abundance. I'm going to put a little bit more mayonnaise in this, you guys. If you're so used to eating large quantities, unhealthy quantities, you know what I mean? Then you have to learn how to trick yourself, because then eventually, if you're skimping on your quantities, you're going to start to not necessarily crave the bad foods, but your mind will crave it. And sometimes your mind can beat you. Even when your body is being successful at not craving, your mind can actually, beat you. So what I do is I trick my mind as well as my body. So I may make things smaller so I can have more of them, because to the eye, I know that I have, versus having 3 large cakes, crab cakes, I may have 6 medium-sized ones. And all my brain is seeing, the fat mind is seeing that I have 6. It's just saying, woo, you got 6 crab cakes. When in fact, I really have the amount of portion for 3. Okay, so I'm just passing these tips on to you guys. And as I was passing it on, I just was folding the mixture. I was folding it and working it through. Now this is the consistency of it. As you can see, it's not quite as wet as you would do with if it was tuna fish, but you want it almost to that consistency. As far as what I'm using on pan, you can use a little bit of butter, not margarine, because we're not allowed to have that, but you are allowed to have rich butter. You can use that, but as for me, I'm using the butter flavored cooking oil pan. So you want to coat your non-stick pan, and the key to doing these crab cakes, you guys, is not turning them until you know it's done on one side. I know a lot of people can't fix crab cakes, and my mother in particular, even though she's much older than myself and pushing 60, she actually cannot do crab cakes because she always have them fall apart on her. And I don't have them fall apart on me because I make sure that they're done on one side. Then when I flip it, I use the spatula underneath, and then I touch the top and then flip. Okay, so that's a way that I use, that I ensure that I don't break the crab cakes. Plus, I use a great non-stick pan. As for my pans, before I embarked on the Atkins diet, I went out and paid for the Paula Deen set. So that's the pans that I use. Great set. You can get them from Big Lots. You can even get them from Walmart. I think they're about $100 a set, but they're great pans, and you literally won't have to buy any for years. Okay, so I have this little cookie sheet where I can lay my crab cakes out while I'm actually, before they're cooked. I can just lay them out, so I can just put them in the pan as they get cooked. And then I just take this sheet off, place another one on, and then I can place on the same cookie sheet, put another aluminum foil in there, and I can place the ones that are done on that. As far as the coating, you guys, this is what you're going to use. I got these from the dollar store, but as you can see, if you was to get them from a regular store, they'll be anywhere between $1.79 or $2.49 most markets around my way. So I go to Dollar Tree and I buy at least 10 bags a month. Yes, this is another must-have in your fridge. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to crunch these up until you get crumbs. Okay, and you can just simply do that by in a Ziploc bag, or you can do it in the same bag. Okay, and then we're going to just pat these into little cakes or little balls or whatever you're going to fix your crab cakes in. You're going to tap them into little cakes, and then you're going to just basically coat both sides gently with the pork rinds. Now I get the barbecue ones because then, just in case I haven't used enough seasoning, the fact that these are barbecue flavored is going to definitely give me that extra oomph of seasoning without adding any extra carbs. So that's always what you're aiming for. These pork rinds, and the reason why they're a staple item to have in your fridge or in your pantry is because A, the ones that don't crunch, the real hard ones, just throw them out, you guys. For one, A, they are 0 carbs, great snack, and this is what you're going to use to have a mock frying technique. This is the breading that you would normally use flour for. You're going to use this. So this is what you're going to use to make pork chops if you want to fry pork chops or have fried like pork chops. It's going to be equivalent to like flour and even more equivalent to like shake and bake. Okay, so if you're familiar with the shake and bake, you know, I know it sounds weird to use pork rinds, and a lot of people have said negative comments about it when they heard me do it. That's because they're ignorant and they don't understand the diet. So I'm not really so concerned about it, but I'm just explaining to you what the purpose of it is. And it works. Okay? Alright, I'm going to show you nutritional value. If you can see it, it has 0 carbs in it. Let me open it up for you. Total carbohydrates, 0 grams. Alright, so I just simply open the bag up like so that I can just simply just coat both sides of my crab cake. So I'll be back to show you guys. I'm going to show you one crab cake. You're just going to take a little bit. My hands are clean, by the way. You're going to take a little bit and form little crab cakes like so. And I'm just simply going to coat on both sides by smushing it in. Okay? And I've had people try my crab cakes, you guys. I'm talking about YouTubers. And if you look back on the video and Smart Crab, Kiana's Crab Cakes, I've had people send video of them trying it and they loved it. So this is what it looks like once you have coated, place in the pan, and you're ready to go. Pair it with the deviled eggs that I have back here. I'm going to show you guys I showed you guys how to make my Holy Ghost eggs. And they're in the video. If you want to go back and look at that, by all means, they are carb friendly, great for a snack or a side dish or anytime on the Atkins diet. And then we're also going to have our little salad with our vegetables in it as well. So, on that note, you guys, I love you all so much. Thank you for viewing, commenting, and subbing. Be blessed.